Evan Dunham versus Herbert the Blaze Burns. All right, next up, UFC light heavyweight division, Alonzo Menifield versus Devin Brown Bear Clark. And the featured bout of the early set of prelims in the flyweight division, 4th ranked Jussier Formiga versus number 9 Alex Perez. All right, next prelim in the middleweight division, Charles Kid Dynamite Byrd versus Maki Coconut Bombs Pitolo. All right, next up in the featherweight division, Cody Stamann versus Brian Boom Kelleher. All right, next up at 185 pounds, Ian the Hurricane HEINISCH versus Gerald GM3 Meerschaert. All right, and our featured prelim in the UFC featherweight division, Alex Caceres versus Chase Hooper. All right, and that brings us to the main card for UFC 250 live on pay-per-view through ESPN+. First up in the bantamweight division, Eddie Wineland versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. All right, moving on to the UFC welterweight division, Neil Magny versus Anthony Rocco Martin. All right, now we get to a featured bout in the UFC bantamweight division. How good is this? Aljamain Sterling versus Cory Sandhagen. All right, now to the co-main event, also at 135 pounds, number 5 ranked Raphael Assuncao taking on the former bantamweight champion, Cody Garbrandt. And our main event for the UFC Women's Featherweight Championship, Amanda Nunes putting her belt on the line against the challenger, Felicia Spencer. All right, thank you all for being here. One more sleep. We'll see you tomorrow night.